Hi, fourth graders, and welcome back to library. Today we're going to look at making our destiny searches more specific so that they come up with the results that we are actually desiring. To do that, we need to look at this search options button. There are various search options. Under this type, keyword is the broadest, and that is how Destiny starts off. It tries to do the broadest search, the biggest search, the one that will give you the most results to try to help you get the result you're wanting. If you know the title of your book, you can turn this search type into title. If you're interested in a particular author, you'll want your author search. Subject is specifically if you have a topic in mind. You want the subject of your book to be about penguins because you're researching penguins, or you want your subject to be about unicorns. You can change your subject to unicorns. And then series is if you know the name of your series and you'd like to know the order of that series or what books are included in that series. So let's start with a title search. When I turn the type to title and I set my options, the button now says options are set. That helps me know that if my search results don't come up with anything, that my options are set incorrectly. So one of the books that I enjoy is The One and Only Bob. If I do a title search, only books with that title will appear. On this screen, I can find out quite a bit of information about this book. Underneath the title of the book is the author. Underneath the author's name, it tells us this call number. That's where in the library it's located. And then a sublocation in case it's not shelved with the typical shelving we use. It tells me when it's published, its interest rate. So on this view, I can see quite a bit of information. I also see that the book is out. If I do that search again, perhaps I'm interested in another book with the word Bob in the title. Let me do my title search for Bob. This is the book I had in mind. So this screen shows me the title, the author, its call number, and some information about that book. But if I click on Bob, I can have a little bit more information. It gives me a summary of the book. Underneath more information and format, it tells me how long that book is, how many pages that book has. Under Explore, it tells me the subjects inside that book. If I wanted to know a little bit more, it also tells me extra information there as well. So more information tells me more about its format. Explore tells me more about its subjects. So if I close out of this screen, my options are set. So let's change my option to an author search. Let me set my options. Perhaps I am interested in Dan Gutman as an author. Dan Gutman, I want to know other books that he has written. If I go through here, it tells me the books he's written. It shows me the names of series of books that he's written. And I can see that just all on this screen. So he has written several different series, and that's right on this home screen. If I specifically wanted to know the order of this Genius file, I can open that. In Explore, I can look only at the Genius file series. Then it changed my search, and then I can look that this is the first in the series, second in the series, third in the series, and those are listed under that series note. I mentioned sometimes that you would need to do a subject search if you're truly only interested in one subject. So let's turn our search to subject. This is specifically important when you are looking at research. If you do a keyword search, you may get a book with very little information about that topic. If you do a subject search, then that is a big subject within the books that are pulled up. So penguins, perhaps I'm researching penguins. I can open one of these books, and though this does have a lot of topics on penguins, it's only 32 pages. If I look at its summary, it says a collection of poems, and maybe that's not a good use for my research. If I look at the March of the Penguins, or I look at Little Penguins, I see how many pages it is, I get a little information, and before I even go to the shelf, I have a little idea of what I'm going to find when I'm there. Come back here. If I change this to keyword, or I clear all the fields, I'm back to the broadest, the biggest search available. You can see that it no longer says that options are set. And if I wanted to know how many books our library had about trucks, I can do a keyword search on trucks. There are 56 books on trucks, and the first book that comes up is a Cutaway Trucks. If we only want to know nonfiction information about a book, then I need to look at this call number. In the call number, FIC, FIC, is the fiction side of my library. Every other call number is the nonfiction side of the library, or somewhere in the library office. Numbers are nonfiction. So this Trucks, Whiz, Zoom, Rumble has a call number of FIC, so I know this is a made-up story about trucks. But this mega book of trucks has a call number 629.224, so I know this is the nonfiction story of trucks, nonfiction information about trucks. 796.7, that's numbers, so I know that's on the nonfiction side of our library. See if I can find any more fictions. I can just scroll and scroll and scroll because my eyes are just looking for FIC, because FIC tells me this is a fiction book where trucks are part of that topic. Remember that to get more details about a book, I open that book, I click on the cover or the title. I can find more information, the format, how many pages that book is. Under Explore, I can find some subjects inside that book. I can find out who the authors are. And that is how you do a more specific search through Destiny.